it will be happening.
Thank you very much. A lot of people don't understand. Nigeria has never been a country.
Jubilation. Another Biafran leader emerged, prepared to declare the Igbos free from Nigeria. This is mind-blowing. Maybe you are not aware. Another very strong Igbo man has emerged, has surfaced, has shown himself, saying that he wants the Igbos to be free. In fact, this guy, the way he was sounding, he was even sounding just exactly like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You really need to pay attention to what he said, because listening to him, I saw that very spirit of Biafra, coming out of him. It was said to the Nigerian government that, look, how many of Nnamdi Kanu will you kill? How many of Nnamdi Kanu will you send to jail? If today Nnamdi Kanu is no more, another Nnamdi Kanu will rise. In fact, 10,000 Nnamdi Kanu will rise. If 10,000 Nnamdi Kanu is deleted, 20,000 Nnamdi Kanu will rise. I want you to pay attention to him, because the guy really talk. He talk finish. Make we enter the video.
For 100 years, no light, no hospital, no road, people are dying wretchedly in Biafra. People are really suffering. Very, 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 people are suffering. You go to school, after coming out from school, you can't do anything.
Chief, is it now time for ex-Nigeria?
Yes, now it's ex-Nigeria, and that is what it's going to be. Same Nigeria.
Same like ex-Yugoslavia,
yes.
Ex-Nigeria?
Yes, ex-Nigeria.
Do you see the parallel between Yugoslavia and Nigeria?
Yes.
And here the opportunities for Croatia and Biafra to be friends?
Yes, yes.
And Biafra to be free?
Yes.
Absolutely. I see the same, and I wish it will be happening.
Thank you very much. A lot of people don't understand. Nigeria has never been a country. Before Nigeria, there were people living in that land. We have the Igbos, the Biafrans, the ancient people. We are the oldest people on earth. We are the first civilized people. The civilizations that the whole world are enjoying today, they took it from us. We know who we are. And Nigeria and Nigeria is just a British company, which is called Royal Niger Company, which has already expired.
So the Nigerian state as it is today was created by the British colonial empire, and they were combining various tribes and peoples from that region, that today is Nigeria, into one country.
Yes.
When did that happen? It was in the 19th century.
19th century, yeah.
And then there's a contract of 100 years?
Yes, which has already expired.
And that has expired already.
Yeah.
So the argument you bring forward for the breakup of Nigeria has also a firm legal basis.
Yeah.
Similar like the transfer of Hong Kong.
Yeah.
You said it's 100 years contract for the unity of Nigeria.
Yes.
But now it should be basically expired.
Yes.
And there is no legal case for Nigeria anymore.
Yes, yes.
And you have deserved freedom.
Yes, we deserve freedom, because if Nigeria is working as a country, people like us will not be here today and be talking about we want to be free. We will come stay and be talking about freedom. But because Nigeria has never been a country, everything we do because we are the ancient people,
So you are the original people who live there.
Yeah.
And then it was like this in 1967 to 70, you wanted to have independence.
Yeah.
And then the Nigerians have basically killed millions of Biafran Christians.
And they are still killing us now. Now it's more, because they are hunting us.
And then in 1970 the war was lost or won? Or
it was not lost. It was they gathered together to settle. There was nobody. Nigeria never defeated Biafra.
So there was no victors, no conquest.
Yeah.
And there was basically a kind of compromise.
Yeah.
Biafra was reintegrated into Nigeria.
Yeah.
But how was the situation after 1970 for the Biafran Christians in Nigeria?
It was worse.
Was it good in the last 50 years?
Very, very worse. They are picking us one by one. They are killing us one by one. That is the reason why people like us are not living in there, because I can't stay in there, because I know when I'm living there, my life is at stake, because there is no government. Nothing is working there. If Nigeria is good, someone like me can never be living in another man's land. I should have been in my own land. If I want to come to Australia, I come for a visit, not to come and live in another man's land, except if I wish to. So Nigeria is a terrorist country that are killing Christians. They kill Christians. The Nigerian police, they are robbing the innocent ones.
And Nigeria is in reality a very rich country here. There's a lot of oil resources, as I understand, and probably gas and minerals, and it has a lot of natural,
We are
very big country, and there's a lot of money at the top.
Yes, we are the richest country in the world.
But Nigeria is basically economically, it has high inflation, low growth, a lot of problems. Why is that?
Because those who are in Nigeria are criminals. They are all criminals. They are all terrorists. They are very wicked, they are very heartless. If not, tell me the reason why your people, the government that is killing his own citizens, the government that kept his own citizens in abject poverty. Most of my people are suffering all over the world. Most of my people are dying in jails, hunger. You know, Nigeria breeds criminals. You know,
a lot of corruption in Nigeria.
A lot of corruption. So anyone who is talking about Nigeria, shake the person's profile. That person must be a criminal. Nobody that has a mindset of his own that will say that Nigeria is a country. No, because we that are all over the world, we are exposed. We know how the economy works. We know how the world moves. Not people like us can still live in that such an evil contraction. Thank you.
Chief, the situation is in the last 50 years since the Civil War, a lot of Biafrans have moved to Europe and to the United States.
Yes, including me.
Are they very successful everywhere?
Yeah, sure. We are the true children of God Almighty. And that is the reason why when we went in this world, we are always very successful. Not those people who put their hands in criminality. That is not what I'm trying to say. But a real Biafran, a real Ndibo, that means the ancient people, the oldest people on earth. Wherever we step in, we are always very successful.
In a good jurisdiction in the United States of America or European Union, the Biafra Christians, when they come, they are very good people, they behave well, and they are very successful, economically integrated, and as you, very good and proper people. Very good. And now Nigeria is a very corrupt state. It's oil soak, and the elite is very corrupt. Where do they put their money to? This Nigerian presidents and the Nigerian oligarchs. Where they put their money? Nobody.
Oh my God, these people have really dealt with their own people because they bring their money overseas. They put their money in Europe. They buy mansions in all over the world. Why their people are dying of hunger? Why pregnant women are dying in the hospital because they don't have money to go to hospital? Why so many people are dying because they don't have money to go to hospital? Why there are hungers everywhere? No light, no road, no hospital, nothing. My people are suffering. And you know, those criminals should be held responsible. After all, the Canadian government that Nigerian political parties as a terrorist group. I believe you know about this. Thank you.
Chief, and tell me about the economic situation and the social situation. Is it in Biafra today, in the last 50 years, is it very developed, skyscrapers, hospitals, or is it still a lot of poverty today?
There are more than a poverty now in Biafra land. You can imagine, even as an individual person, you want to put things in order. They will tell you don't have right to do that. They will stop you. You know why? Because they want to keep my people in abject poverty. They want to make sure that no one can talk. They want to make sure that no one can rise against them. And that is the reason why whenever you rise against them, the next thing is they will look for you to bring down. They will try to eliminate you.
So even will eliminate, even that, So the situation is, it's a failed state economically, despite being very rich, and it's also the situation of the Biafra Christians is very miserable in the underdevelopment, unfortunately, artificially kept by the central authorities. And now let's come to the recent accusation of a genocide against the Christian Biafrans.
My dear listeners, in fact, this very new agitator is sounding very strong and confident. In fact, you can listen to him speak anyway. If you hear what he's saying, you will see that there is no difference between what he's saying and with what other agitators are saying. Imagine, even our brothers over there in the diaspora are even seeing what we are seeing here in Nigeria. Imagine, oh my good God, my dear listeners, if this is so, why then are we having Nigeria? This is supposed to have been divided. You've heard it. I always tell you people that the Igbos existed even before the war. They existed as the ancient Igbo. There is Igbo land, there is Igbos. These people existed before the amalgamation of 1914. It was Lord Lugard who brought this amalgamation without proper consultation of the different, people, the different region. It just went on and amalgamates the people. You see that, which is a complete error. So that we are suffering today, Lord Lugard share in this very, in this very error. Lovers of freedom, you can see that another Nnamdi Kanu is coming up. So there is no way Nnamdi Kanu can ever be killed because he is everywhere. He is everywhere and will always be everywhere. Share this video, let it go viral, and let even the government itself know that no matter how they try to delete agitators, new agitators will always sprout out. Thank you.